Folks that are going to be joining us. Good morning, Governor. Thank you for coming. Good morning, and thank you for everybody who's here today. I'm pleased to welcome everyone to today's hearing. We'll consider the nominations of Brigadier General Brian Nesvik to serve as Director of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Jessica Kramer to serve as Assistant Administrator for the Office of Water, and Sean Donahue to serve as General Counsel at the EPA. General Nesvik has more than 29 years of experience with the Wyoming Game and Fish Department prior to his retirement last September, where he was going to go ranching permanently until he told me when he came to see. So he's got a little kink in the system here, and we're glad he does. During his tenure with the department, he served in various roles, including Chief Game Warden and Wildlife Division Chief, until ultimately being appointed the Director in 2019. Wyoming is a world-renowned destination for hunters and anglers, and General Nesvik led the state's wildlife management programs, ensuring that the conservation of species and recreational existence can coexist for generations to come. Simultaneously to his full-time job with the Wyoming Game and Fish, General Nesvik served in the Wyoming Army National Guard. His service included deployments to Kuwait and Iraq and progressively more senior leaderships, culminating in his final posting as the commander of the Wyoming Army National Guard. After 35 years of service, General Nesvik retired from the National Guard in 2021 at the rank of Brigadier General. Thank you, General Nesvik, for your service to our country. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, or the service, needs greater structure and efficiency, so it will benefit to have a former general as its director. As the director of the service, General Nesvik will be tasked with overseeing the operations of the agency to conserve and manage our nation's wildlife and natural habitats. Under the Biden administration, the Endangered Species Act was leveraged to slow down and sometimes even halt infrastructure projects going through the federal permitting process. We must be able to efficiently permit projects while protecting wildlife and natural habitats at the same time. General Nesvik will oversee many other issues, such as the management of the 570 National Wildlife Refuges and implementation of congressionally authorized conservation programs. I trust that his background will offer him a unique perspective on how the service can better manage wildlife programs and protect species without hindering critical infrastructure projects. I look forward to hearing his testimony. This morning, we will also hear from Jess Kramer. We call her Jess. Jess, President Trump's nominee to serve as the Assistant Administrator for the Office of Water. This committee has a long tradition of working in a bipartisan manner to strengthen environmental policies, improve water infrastructure, and ensure federal regulations are effective, not unnecessarily burdensome. Clean water is not a partisan issue. It is essential to the health, safety, and economic well-being of every American. The Office of Water plays a critical role in ensuring access to safe and reliable water for all Americans. That means ensuring federal programs like the state revolving funds are effective, addressing PFAS contamination without undue burdens on ratepayers, and working with state and local governments to streamline permitting. Jess is well qualified to lead the EPA's water office. She's built a career crafting practical, bipartisan solutions to improve water policy and ensure communities, regardless of their size and geography. She's also worked to have us have access to safe and reliable drinking water and wastewater infrastructure. During Jess's time working with me on the EPA and the EPW committee, she played a key role in shaping the water provisions in the IIJA, securing historic investments to modernize drinking water and wastewater systems, remove lead service lines, and address emerging contaminants. Beyond her experience on Capitol Hill, she has served in both state and federal roles, most recently as the Deputy Secretary of Regulatory Programs at the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, where she oversaw critical programs related to water quality, permitting, and enforcement. Jess understands that environmental protection and economic growth can go hand in hand, and she knows how to ensure regulations are clear, fair, and based on sound science. This morning, we will also hear from Sean Donahue, the nominee to serve as General Counsel at the EPA. The EPA's Office of General Counsel serves as the chief legal advisor to the agency, providing critical guidance on implementing environmental laws like the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, the Safe Drinking Water Act, and the Superfund. The General Counsel plays a central role in shaping EPA's policies, ensuring legal compliance, defending the agency from legal challenges, and advising on matters that impact communities nationwide. The office also works closely with Congress, EPA regional offices, and enforcement teams to provide the legal foundation for strong environmental protections. Mr. Donahue has served for 3 years in the prior Trump administration at the EPA as a special advisor, including working in the agency's Office of Land and Emergency Management. After working at the agency, Mr. Donahue joined a law firm in Buffalo, New York, where he practiced environmental law. And in 2024, he served as a counsel for a solar energy development company in New York State. In 2025, Mr. Donahue was appointed Principal Deputy General Counsel at the EPA. He currently serves as a special advisor in the EPA Administrator's Office. With his experience in both private practice and at the agency, I look forward to hearing more about Sean Donahue's qualifications and vision for this important role. With that, I now recognize my ranking member, Senator Whitehouse, and I would like to welcome Senator Barrasso, and he'll give him a chance here to introduce the general shortly. Thank you.